Okay, for this video, I'm looking at the authentication bypass via OAuth implicit flow lab on PortSwigger.net. Let's take a look at the description. This lab uses an OAuth service to allow users to log in to their social media account. Flawed validation by the client application makes it possible for an attacker to log into other users' accounts without knowing their password. To solve the lab, log into Carlos's account. Here's his email. You can log in with your own social media account using their file and credentials. All right, well, let's try it out. Open up this link here. We can just take a look at the page. I mean, uh, initially I was looking around without Burp Suite, but after a little bit, I decided to use Burp Suite to solve it. So you will have to have that downloaded to follow the solution. But once you have the page open and you have Burp Suite open, go to the proxy, tap in Burp Suite, turn off intercept, and then open browser. It'll take a second to open. Once it's open, get this URL right here for the lab site and paste it into your Burp Suite browser. And once you're in, um, we're using OAuth or we're dealing with OAuth, so we're definitely want to go to like a sign-in method. So go to my account. As you see, we are now redirecting you to log in with social media. I'll just give it 1 second. And it looks like mine actually logged in automatically, which is not an issue at all. But for people solving this for the first time, it's basically just going to bring up a page with a username and password. You're just going to enter Wine or Peter and have it in this proxy service or in Burpsy's proxy service to monitor basically the web traffic or the HTTP history. And once you log in or try to log in, you should see there's a GET request, so we know that there's an auth service working. There's a GET request for the auth service. And then once you try and log in, you'll see that there's a post request for Authenticate. And in this post request, we'll actually see the user credentials. We only entered the username itself, but we also get the email here. And then we also have the access token. And this is a pretty vital part of the vulnerability, so I'll explain that in a second. But in order to actually solve the lab, what you're going to want to do is change the email in this post request to Carlos at carlosmontoya.com, I think it was, or .net, I mean. So to do that, you're going to want to send this to repeater. Just right click and send to repeater. You want to keep it as a post request. And basically using all these same credentials, we are going to want to try and log into Carlos's account. All we have to change here is the email itself. So let's do that. So substitute this for Carlos at Carlos-Montoya, MONTOYA.net. Okay, and once you have the in, what you're going to do is press send, and we're going to send that post request. We'll get a 302 not found in a response in Burp Suite, but if we open this up in browser or in the Burp Suite browser, we will see that we will be logged into Carlos's account. So to do that, just right click the response section and go request in browser in original section, copy, open up your browser. I just do another tab and let's paste. You can see it'll take a second to redirect, and once it's redirected, your lab should be solved. And you can verify this by looking at my account, and you'll see that you're logged in as Carlos. Basically, what happened here is that there's no client authentication, so that access token that we're using for Peter Weiner's account was applicable to Carlos's account as well. So basically tricked the auth service to thinking that we were still logging in with a valid email and password or username and password as we've done previously with the Weiner Peter account. And instead of using or instead of accessing Peter Weiner's account, we access Carlos's account by sending a post request while the token's still active, and it allows us to log in. So that's really about it for this lab. As you can see, it's pretty crazy that we'll be able to you can gain access that easily if there is a misconfiguration of an OAuth service or if there's issues with an OAuth service. But I mean, apart from that, just make sure to use client validation or client verification in order to avoid issues like this, among other things. And that's really about it. And let's wrap this up. I hope that you have a good day and thank you for watching.